Welcome to episode 6, which is about December, the last month of the year. And I would like to talk about the main global astrology at first. Please watch that episode as well, because you have the full details there and the commentary. What do we need to remember before we dive in the landscape for Bitcoin? It is a month that is with a lot of new beginnings in terms of energy. We have 2 new moons. One is on the 1st of December and the second one on the 30th, with the full moon in the mid of the month. So it's a very energetic month, so to speak, with peaks of energy that are higher than usual. And I think this will be reflected in the price as well. In the beginning of the month, we have a very lucky Jupiter-Lilith trine, which will really move the price upwards in general. But then from the beginning of the second week, so to speak, on the 6th of December, we have Mars turning retrograde. This is a big thing, and when it entered the shadow, it caused some dumps. So here, a bit of caution is needed. On the 7th, Neptune will go direct. On the 15th of December, Mercury will go direct. And finally, not even, the last days of the year are, without events. We do have on the 18th a Lilith-Chiron opposition. This is really negative, and I would say it's quite intense because it's mid-intensity and also a sort of low-intensity negative. It's a Jupiter-Saturn square on December 24th, so on Christmas Eve. This is how we close the year, the general landscape. Let's see what is in store for the specific horoscope of Bitcoin. The financial calendar for December, I have it here, and you can find it in the PDF file. As we go, let's look very briefly. I would like to start with the main astrology, the big astrology, which is Bitcoin specific. So here the calendar is full of fire. I outlined that it's because of Mars, it's because of Uranus, and the aspects that are made by the quicker moving planets with Uranus. So expect a volatile month, just saying, and we have a lot of turning points here. We might have also stationary influences for sure we have, but this will be reflected in the price as trading flat, So we will see, or in a tight range, we will be able to see that, as we move closer, you will see the TA, but expect that. Now, I would like to go to the Bitcoin section, and this is, let me see here, and it's not much, because for Bitcoin itself, we have only one long-term aspect, which is on December 16th, 2024, and we have actually a repetition of the positive aspect that we got mid-October. So mid-December, we get a positive aspect between Saturn and the natal position of the Sun, which brings sort of some stability, I would say. But look, the whole astrology is pretty volatile, as you could see. But the mid of the month is very important. And what happens in the mid of the month also, Saturn turns direct. It's Mercury. Mercury turning direct. So it's like bringing more speed into the markets. And let's see how it goes. So the first week, as I mentioned, it's positive in general for the global astrology. And you see here for Bitcoin, we have a lot of neutral days. This is what dominates. And in general, we do have bright moon crescents, and we have also some positive fires from the markets. Good weather in general in most of the cases. So I would say that the first week will run well, with some volatility, of course. And this is something that we can expect. So a nice evolution in any case in the first part. Here on the 6th, Mars will turn, retrograde. This is a bit controversial. We will see in a moment the price trajectory as well, so that we see how this fights with the bright green here. It could be that it's delayed, it will be manifested, but it could be delayed. On the 9th, we do see another nice bright green. So this is the highest intensity green for the day for Bitcoin. So we have positive energy also going in the next week, especially in the first part of the week until the 11th. And yes, we will have some local drops here. But this means, I would say, that Neptune going direct and Mars going retrograde won't really perform a disaster, but the problem is a bit later in the mid of the month, where we start to have also at day level some red influences, which are mid-red here, so it's quite serious. Although this is on Saturday, so again, Saturdays will be usually played out either on Friday, if it depends on the hour where they are usually, but I know this information is not here, it's therefore it's in BTC Hourly who wants to really have this detail. And here we do have on the 16th this influence that is positive from Saturn, as we discussed, and we have also Mercury turning direct. So here on the 16th, I think it would be a recovery from the previous drops, and we will have again a mostly neutral week at Bitcoin level in the horoscope, and here we have on the 18th actually this storm. This is basically very prone to dumps in general, and you see also the surrounding fires. So it could be that from the 18th we will experience a sort of dump that could be pretty big, with some slight recovery that I would say here in the weekend. We have positive astrology Saturday and Sunday, but it will most likely manifest 23rd, 24th, if it gets any chance, because we have on the 24th also the Jupiter-Saturn square in the sky. So this means that I see here problems at the, at the end of the year, unfortunately, with some, temporary recovery. As you see, we still have a Bitcoin positive fire. We do have a high intensity green here on the day that will manifest, but overall, we do have these influences that are negative for Bitcoin. And this is really to say that we will have, a new moon that is on the 30th. So I hope, but this is also not so positive. So I think the year will not finish in such a positive way, unfortunately, for Bitcoin, but it depends, of course, on the order of magnitude for these changes. And, this is something that the price action will tell us more close to the moment. I want to share the price trajectory. Of course, I know that you are curious. Taking all these into account, you see it's pretty haywire. So let's see what happens.